I've tried a couple of times now to make this video, but due to some issues I've had with my GoPro, particularly in terms of audio capture and an SD card issue where it kept telling me that the SD card had failed. I've been unsuccessful so far, so hopefully today is different. Okay. So this is a 2023 Honda CB500X. And I purchased it 1 week ago. A week ago tomorrow, to be exact. I've got 113 miles on it, so goal here is to just get a little more miles under my belt here on the bike and enjoy this beautiful day. It's the end of October, and it's supposed to be near 80 degrees today, so should be a great day just to get a ride in. Maybe even see some fall colors as the leaves are turning some of these country roads. Still having to get used to not having self-canceling turn signals. that old road used to cross what is now I-70 over there. If there was still some outlet to it, that would be a fun non-paved road to take, but it just dead ends there in a couple hundred yards, so I have to look for another non-paved road adventure to go on pretty soon. Some leaf burning going on. Sure smell of fall. A lot of little self-serve carts, vegetables, pumpkins, various things like that. It's a great thing about the Midwest. There's still a lot of trust that goes on here. Animal rescue? Hadn't seen that before. But yeah, as bad as things like news and media want to portray society in general, my personal belief is that there's bad people all around and everywhere, but they are in the extreme minority, and in general, people, regardless where you live, what color you are, what religion you are, everyone just wants peace, respect, and a better life for their kids. But there are those that are just never happy and want to be the ones in control. And they tend to create a lot of bad publicity and ruin it for others.
So like I said, I've only had this bike for about a week, and it's completely stock windshield, stock exhaust system. Had nothing put on it yet. At some point I do want to add the spot over there for the auxiliary port, charging port. So I'm going to go ahead and have that put in. Probably get a center stand put on it. But I just want to experience it as a stock bike for a while. I know there's a lot of discussion about the windshield or the windscreen here, in terms of is it tall enough and whatnot. So far it's been perfectly fine for me. I'm 5'8", 5'9", somewhere in there. Just under 200 pounds. Right now I'm a lot heavier than I need to be, so hopefully that number will come back down. By getting out of the house more, getting off the couch, retired military, and well, throughout my entire military career, I pretty much stayed at about 160, 165 in terms of weight. So I've put on a little bit, modestly saying a little bit, put on quite a few pounds since retirement. So I need to reverse that trend. I'm also trying a navigation app. I'm just riding local roads, so I know my way, but just trying to find an app that is useful in terms of being able to easily create a route that you want to take off of the major roads or whatnot. I just prefer riding these country farm roads. I found one called, I think it's RTP Planner. It's a $4 purchase, and you can create your riding route, and then you can send that to Google Maps, and it creates a navigation route for you. And so far, it's not really been the most accurate. Once it's gone over Google Maps, I'm not sure if something didn't come over properly, or if it's trying to give me more efficient roads to take once it's in Google Maps. So watching the fuel efficiency is 70.5. I mentioned that a while ago, but it had dropped down. 70.4, 70.3. Let's back up to 70.5. I've not seen it over 70.5 yet, so maybe I've peaked out at its fuel efficiency. Again, with only 130 miles on this thing, I got a while until we hit the break-in period. What I understand, fuel efficiency tends to improve a little bit after the engine has been broken in pretty well. So we'll see if that is the case. Crossing our bike lane there, which is one of many, many miles of bike trails and jogging paths and whatnot that are all interconnected throughout our county. Unfortunately, it doesn't go all the way out to the place we live, but there's a place nearby so that we can pick it up. We recently bought, my wife and I, a pair of electric e-bikes. Again, mainly the objective there was just for exercise. A lot of people would say, well, you're not going to get a whole lot of exercise on an e-bike. However, we rarely take it out of first or second pedal assist modes, and it's really mainly to help with hills because my knees are not as young as they used to be, which is one of the main attractions to this bike over the bike that I've been riding for the past few years, which is a Harley-Davidson Dyna Super Glide, and that's the weight of the bike. Well, we've hit 71.0 miles per gallon, so I guess that proved me wrong from my earlier comment. What a nice driveway. Another thing that I have to get used to is that front brake. It stops very well. Once again, having gotten used to the braking on my Harley Davidson, a much heavier bike, and that front brake is a single disc brake up front, where this one is a much lighter bike with a dual front disc brake. So a couple of times now I have applied the brake a little too aggressively and stopped a little more abruptly than is comfortable. So from our gas mileage report, we're at 71.4. So very leisurely driving or riding today. As soon as I said that, it dropped down to 71.3. I haven't seen many farmers and their equipment out today. Most of the harvest work must be done. Last week when I was out on the ride, I saw several still out in their fields working, so a lot of respect for the work that they do and what they provide. So I've heard some discussion about the seat on this bike. I've probably been riding for close to an hour now, and it's perfectly fine. I think it's a very comfortable seat. I don't feel fatigued or in any sort of pain or anything like that. It's a very comfortable position for me at my height. The only thing that I probably want to work on at some point is the grip. So there is no cruise control, but I know either a throttle lock or back when I had a 2003 Kawasaki Concourse, it had a Velcroed attachment onto the throttle that basically the bottom of your palm rested on, and just by shifting the weight onto that with that item, you could control your throttle. So you didn't have to grip the throttle quite so much. Give your hand more of a rest. Well, that might be something I'll look into. That was a pretty long stretch on this road, very straight road. Not a lot of excitement on this one. Well, it's definitely warming up temperature-wise. Again, for the end of October, not much to complain about. Beautiful day for a motorcycle ride. Another comparison between this bike and, again, what I'm used to riding for the past decade or so. It has to do with the heat coming off of the motor. This is just so much more comfortable than your legs being so close to the motor, air-cooled motor, so it generates just so much heat that transfers to your legs. A couple of new homes added. Well, actually, a few new homes added on this road since the last time I've been down this way, which has been a number of years, obviously. There it is. We've reached 72 miles per gallon. You see right there. We may lose it here. This can't back down to 71.9 after the stop and start, but that's okay. It's just a nice little marker to once again speak to the efficiency of this bike.
And there we go. Hopefully that captured the ride on this 2023 Honda CB500X. Again, once I've had it for about a week now, and a week ago tomorrow is when I purchased it, so 6 days. 166 miles on the odometer, 72 miles per gallon is what I'm averaging so far in the just the couple rides that I've been able to take it on. And other than driving it back from the dealership, which was mainly on the same types of country roads rather than, I could have taken the interstate, but I opted not to. And so my wife drove my truck back, and I came home via the back roads, and I've taken it out now. This is my third ride, very similar type of a ride on the other two, just out in the country fields, country roads. So yeah, very pleased with it, a lot of fun. And if you're thinking about getting one, highly encourage you go and look at it, and maybe if the dealership will allow you, take it for a test drive. Everyone's different, so my experience and what I like about it may not be what you like about it. So take a look at it, and if it meets your riding preferences and your goals, all that kind of stuff, then I highly recommend the bike itself. So hope you liked it, and hope this was useful for you, and we'll see you next time.